सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Amrita. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then you should do that. And if you like this video, then please like, comment and share this video. And do subscribe please. You know, right from childhood, Mahabharata has been something that is so special and so close to my heart that I thought, why not share my knowledge with you guys. So here I am. Mahabharata is one of the two major Sanskrit epics in ancient Indian history. It consists of over 1 lakh shlokas and over 2 lakh verses in Sanskrit. It was composed by Veda Vyas. Vyas was the son of Parashara and the grandson of Vasishtha. When Vyas decided to compose the Mahabharata, he didn't know who he had to appoint to write the entire epic. So with the help of Lord Brahma, he decided that Ganesha would write it. So when he approached Ganesha and asked if he would write the Mahabharata for him, Ganesha put forward a condition. And that being, once he starts writing, he will not put his pen down, and that Vyas had to completely recite it so that he wrote it in a continuous flow. Well, Vyas, being the most intelligent man he is, agreed to the condition that was put forward, but also mentioned that whatever Ganesh wrote, he had to understand the meaning and only then write it. So, purposely, intentionally, Vyas composed the Sanskrit shlokas in a form that they were too difficult to understand, and obviously Ganesha would take time to understand the meaning to write it, and in turn Vyas would think of the next shloka that he was supposed to compose. So that is how the entire epic, the great epic of Indian history, was ever written. It all starts with King Shantanu. There was a king named Shantanu who ruled Hastinapur. One day, when he was walking on the banks of the river Ganges, he saw a beautiful, stunning woman. Astounded by her beauty, he fell for her and asked her if she could marry him. The woman agreed, but she put forward a condition, and that condition was that Shantanu should never ever question any of the actions that she did, and if he questioned her, she would leave him immediately. As he had already fallen for her beauty, Shantanu agreed to the condition and they got married. The woman was none other than the divine goddess Ganga in human form. And of course, Shantanu did not know this. It was a very, very happy marriage. Both of them lived very happily. And eventually a son was born. As soon as the first child was born, Ganga took the child, took it to the river Ganga and drowned the child. Eventually the child died. The king was shocked, was surprised. He didn't know how to react. He couldn't question her, remembering the promise. So he stayed silent in spite of the fact that he was very, very hurt. The same thing happened when the second child was born, when the third child, fourth child, fifth, sixth, seventh child. So when 7 children were born, immediately Ganga used to take them and put them into water and drown them. Shantanu could take it no longer. He could not bear any longer than this. So as soon as the 8th child was born, he went and confronted her. He shouted at her. He accused her of being a heartless woman who kills her own children. And he definitely questioned her as to why her actions were so. Ganga was calm, she smiled, and she said, "O king, now that you have questioned my actions, the time has come for me to leave you. But before I leave, I shall answer your question." So she told about a curse that was given by Vasishtha to the 8 Vasus, which in turn resulted in their birth. Vasus are the people who serve Lord Vishnu in his abode. So once when the 8 Vasus were out on a holiday, there was a Vasu named Prabhasa. His wife saw a beautiful cow. It was a very divine, a beautiful cow that she had never seen before. And she immediately asked her husband if he could get it for her. The cow turned out to be Kamadhenu. The cow that belonged to the Rishi Vasishta. Knowing this, the Vasu Prabhasa immediately told her that it was wrong to take anything that belonged to Rishi Vasishta, but she persuaded him to do so. So Prabhasa, along with his 7 brothers, went to the ashram of the Rishi, and when he was not there, they took away the cow and brought it along with them. Eventually, when Vasishta came back to his ashram, the cow was missing. He was angry, he was surprised. So through his divine sight, he saw that it was Prabhasa along with his 7 brothers who had tried to take the cow away from the ashram. Vasishta was so angry, he was so furious that he gave them a curse. And the curse was that they will be born as human beings in this earth and suffer every single thing that a human suffers in this world. Hearing the curse of sage Vasishta, the Vasus were shocked. They did not know what to do. So they approached the Rishi and asked them if he could reverse the curse or help them in some way to get through the curse. Since it was Prabhasa's wife and it was Prabhasa's idea to steal the cow Kamadhenu, the curse on Prabhasa would not be reversed. But the other 7 Vasus would be born in the world and would die immediately, so that they can go back to their abode and serve Lord Vishnu, so that they can go back to their original form as being a Deva. They were relieved. So Vasishta told them to ask if the goddess Ganga would be their mother and would help them to come through this curse. He also gave a boon to Prabhasa, telling that he would be the most righteous and the most decent man, and that he would be so famous that the entire world will talk good of him. So the 8 Vasus went to Ganga, requested Ganga to be their mother to help them in the process of going back to being a Deva. That is why Ganga came to earth, took a human form, married Shantanu, gave birth to the 7 Vasus in the form of humans, and drowned them and killed them as soon as they were born. When she revealed the truth to Shantanu, he was shocked, he was surprised, he didn't know how to react. He felt sorry that he had questioned her, but he had. Eventually, Ganga had to leave. She took the 8th child along with her and promised to teach him all the knowledge that he was supposed to learn to become a king, and would send him back to Shantanu when he was 16 years old, when the child was 16 years old. So Shantanu did not have any other option. So Ganga left to heaven along with their son, and the son's name was Devavrata. So this was the story about Ganga taking a human form, coming down into this earth and helping the Vasus to get through their curse. I hope you all enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you guys. If you like it, then like, comment, share, and do subscribe to my channel. Until I see you next time, bye. Be good and do good always. Thank you.